Hi, and welcome to Caleb's Trains.
Today's video, we're gonna go over kind of a sad moment with railroading in Michigan City, which is close to where we live. There was a coal tower. It was a former. It was New York Central. It was originally was it Michigan Central,
Michigan Central.
which was like a subsidiary of the New York Central, part of the New York Central system, I should say. And it has stood there. I believe it was like 102 years old.
102.
102 years old. When I was a kid growing up, I mean, I remember seeing it, and I was just always enamored by it because I knew it was a coal tower from the steam era. And when my dad was little, he remembers steam engines in New York Central. It was still actually in use in the 50s. A lot of history, a lot of railroading history. Our family history, kind of being from this area and just always seeing it. Caleb, now seeing it and knowing what it is and stuff, we always thought it was so cool. But unfortunately, it's no longer. They tore it down this past week. They did a demolition of it, and I know a lot of people were kind of railroad people were not happy about it and this and that. I understand the situation though. It had fallen in disrepair for quite a while. Obviously, it hasn't been used in 50, more than that, longer than that, 70 years, or close to it in that area. And you now have Amtrak passenger service goes under it. It's a double track that went under it, and you got all kinds of safety issues with that. Pieces were falling off and stuff. I mean, you can't. I get it. It just sucks that it's gone. Something that I've seen since my very first memory. Is no longer there, but we kind of wanted to do a little video, kind of show. We have pictures of it in its heyday. Also over the years, different trains that have went under it and stuff. And then this past year, Caleb's grandparents, my parents, went out there because they knew it was going to be coming down. And they took some pictures of it. We got a couple pictures back here of it. And they made like a couple, frame pictures for Caleb. For the train room and that, so we kind of figured we wanted to share that, and kind of go over a little bit, the timeline of it, and kind of give it its farewell, to this world. But yeah, kind of sad, but it was really cool that we were able to see it, and I mean, my whole life up, it's been part of it, so kind of cool, kind of sad, but we want to kind of show it here, and I kind of give it its send off. So,
yeah.
Anything you have about it,
I mean, I'm not very old, but since obviously, but since I remember, I always remember seeing that coal tower.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see it go, even though it's obviously not used anymore. It's just still a cool thing. Just it would have been cool to keep in preservation, but I mean, I understand too why it had to go. But it was a cool thing while it lasted, and it's nice that we have a lot of pictures of it, so we can remember it.
Yep.
And I'll always, for the rest of my life now, remember that are as being
where that coal tower
used to be.
And some of the pictures we're going to include are the whole demolition process of it. I know it's going to be hard for some people to see it, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's kind of important to kind of show it, and see the whole process of it coming down, and really how strategic and I mean, clean really it was to come down. I mean, they were real efficient and real good with it. I mean, I guess depends on how you look at it, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool how they did it. And we, where we live, we're close also to New Buffalo, Michigan, and one of these days we're going to get over there because they have a coaling tower over there as well that's still standing.
That one is, yeah.
And we've had pictures of it in the past. I think when we went to the New Buffalo Railroad Museum, you can see it from there. You can't get. I mean, you're not. It would be trespassing. We're not gonna do that kind of stuff. But it's still standing. I believe it says chassis system on it or something, or CNO. There's some kind of
reporting mark.
Yeah, it's in. If I remember correctly, it's the CNO's. It's a yard. It was a big yard. I think it originally was Père Marquette's yard, and then when they got merged with CNO, then CNO took it over. So it might be CNO. It might say Chesapeake and Ohio on it. I can't remember. But we're gonna get up there again, and you can kind of see like where the roundhouse was over there, and it's hard to see. It's all grown over now, but we got a couple little neat things, over there. We'd like to kind of go and document. We get a chance here. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hopefully we can do that this year. That'd be a cool little trip to see. So
yeah.
Other than that, we'll get to this. This is going to be more of a photo, kind of a slideshow kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get to that, and hope everyone's doing good and all that stuff, and hold on to your seats because this is a hard one to see when you get to the demolition part.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's what we got.
Yep. Thanks for watching, and happy railroading.
All right, let's get to it.
Enjoy the video. Here's a New York Central Mohawk passing underneath the tower, Michigan City, Indiana, 1952. Here's Southern Pacific GS4 number 4449 on its way to Owasso, Michigan. Here she is again on the way back from Michigan. Here's an Amtrak F40PH passing under the tower sometime in the 1980s. Here is an Amtrak P42 passing under the tower. Here, a South Shore Manifest train is headed towards Michigan. Here we see another Amtrak train led by an F40PH cabbage unit headed towards Chicago. Here we see a Norfolk Southern power move, including some 4-axle locomotives and some 6-axle EMDs. Here we see a more modern Amtrak Siemens Charger passing under the tower. And finally, I also just wanted to include this picture of a South Shore interurban train with Southern Pacific GS4 number 4449 in the background. Michigan City, Indiana.